Hi YouTube. We're a little fluffy still, but that's because it's being cold. So here is Fifi, and this is the first event of the year. I always like to have Fifi kind of come out and do a lower level, so she's going to be at the prelim level. She was competing at the 3-star intermediate level at the end of last year. So it's a bit chilly here in Florida, and she's feeling just a bit on edge. So I'm trying to work on relaxation coming around the ring and getting her to just take a little bit of a breath. So I'm going to work here on coming down my center line. Always working to be nice and straight. You can see we got a little bit of, maybe a smidgen of a wiggle. But again, she just feels a little bit tight. And so, working on our lengthened trot here, which really wasn't too much. She can normally kind of throw out a good lengthened trot. But also, we are in the grass footing, and it's kind of hard to see for this ring, but the ground was pretty undulating. So we did a nice leg yield there, and then into the canter. And we had a little bit of hollowness there. And that was the counter canter loop that you do at the prelim. Now I have a medium canter on the 20-meter circle, which again I'm going to be pretty conservative on because I'm just working on getting the relaxation and trying to get her to just be with me here. So going across the diagonal, she throws in a beautiful lead change, but it was supposed to be a canter trot at X, but that's okay. I'm just kind of going with it again. Working on the counter canter loop. And then again on the medium canter. And every now and then I can feel her want to take a deep breath. And then again across the diagonal into the trot, which is a good test for her because I can feel her thinking she wanted to do the canter walks. And then down to the transition to walk. And she has a very good walk. So going to try to work this a little bit here. As we go into our free walk, you really want to see the horses stretch their nose down and out. And then you want to see the hind leg overstep from the front leg, and the walk being pretty active. And then back into our medium walk. Again, she was anticipating there, thinking that we were going to do a walk canter, but we were just trotting. So I'm now going into my last leg yield. And then we have a stretchy circle, which she normally is pretty good at, but she was insistent that we were supposed to be cantering. And then she went, oh yeah, I forgot stretchy trot. So now nearing the end of our test. Again, it was a tight test with her, and my goal was just working on relaxation and getting her to not anticipate. And it was good that we were doing the prelim test. Not our best score. We scored a 39, but that's not really the point here. So overall, I was always happy she tried her best, and we're going to move on to show jump. And she is ready to go in the show jump. She definitely thought the person was taking too long to leave the ring. And so heading to our first jump. And she's feeling great, jumping really well. For Fifi, she really tends to like to go on the more forward pace. That's where a lot of her power comes from. So it's really about trying to settle a little bit the in-between. And then also staying out of her way enough. So now I'm coming to this double, had her settle in the corner. And she is a very good jumper. And she is pretty fun. Again, I let her kind of cruise. She's very fast around the turns. And then here we get a good shot in. Have to settle a little bit here for the 6. And then coming around for the last fence, I saw the long shot, she saw the long shot, and it was the long shot. But overall, we had a nice clean round. So this was a 2-day competition, so the cross country was the following morning. So it was a bit chilly again, but my goal for Fifi on this cross country round was really just not thinking about time. She's always rather quick, especially around a prelim course, but this is her first cross country since Maryland 3-star last fall. So just kind of getting back in the swing of things, and always trying to work on containing the wild woman. She always likes to start off pretty quick, and so just getting her to settle. So I'm coming in to the coffin and working on getting her to slow down because she is going pretty quick here. So I really want to rate her back. She's always pretty brave about the ditch, so I get a good shot here. She jumps the ditch great. I was a little bit off my line to that corner, but you can see it from a different angle here. She read it great, and she felt very confident through here. So that was a really nice feeling. She really just saw the line and read it. So that made me feel pretty happy. And then, of course, I have to really work on rating her back here. And this is really hard to see because we're going into the light, and especially coming to number 10, which is pretty vertical and has a pretty big drop off. And then we did a right-handed turn to a chevron, which you can't really see. You see me just kind of bump up. But then Fifi puts it into gear here because she wanted to do a pretty good gallop. And so I'm having to really work on managing and convincing her to slow down. As we come to the ditch and wall, she's always super brave about the ditches and wall. Get a good shot there. And then I finally feel her relax here. So this started to feel like we were settling a bit more. This is the pace that I want. Nice and relaxed. And she's starting to gallop a little bit better. So again, I'm working to get her back here as I make a turn to the water combination. And she really likes you to sit very still. So I always have to make sure I'm in good balance. And again, she is perfect over the skinny that you really can't see. And now heading down towards the lower part of the course. It was really nice though, because I felt her, again, feel super confident, especially as we came to this combination. Again, heading straight into the light was very hard to see. And this second to last table as well. So I had to trust her a bit. She was pretty spot on everywhere. She was a little strong in some spots, but that was to be expected. So, of course, she was one of only 2 to go inside the time, and we moved up to 5th place for a top 5 finish, and I was really pleased with her for her first event of 2025.